everyone, it's me, Chris. We're having the best day of your life. I know I am. So, I have my cigar. And my cigar in my mouth because I lost my light. And so now, it's time. Oh my gosh, I only lit one match. It's hilarious. So, alright guys, one thing really fast. I was want to talk about today is trusting your intuition. So something with cigars, people talk about like, using a lighter or using matches, the flavor, blah, blah, blah. It really doesn't make as big of a difference as people think. Yes, using a big lighter can make the flavor not as good. That is reasonable. However, whether you choose to use a match or you choose to use a torch, it's not that big of a deal, dude. So for me, I have torches coming in the mail at the moment, and so I'm using matches because it's working well. Yes, it's burning the snot out of my cigar, but my grandfather used matches. Many great men before me used matches, and that's how they lit their cigarettes and their cigars. That's how they went about their life. They lit the lamps to light their homes. They lit the fires to heat and warm their bodies. So matches are fine. I will live in their shadow of greatness and use matches today. But besides that, I want to talk about trusting your gut thing. So I've had a few unsavory things happen recently, situations I've had to deal with. And when you have a gut feeling, you're almost always right. I was having a conversation with a friend, and she was going through a very interesting situation, and she was saying, I just have this feeling, this is what's going on. And I was telling her, saying, if you're feeling it, if you're telling me this, you know the answer, right? You know the answer. And correct. That's exactly what was going on. And so keep in mind, people, oftentimes, they will choose to be manipulated. They will choose to believe lies. The reason why truth hurts. Truth is uncomfortable. When you know the truth, that puts you in a position oftentimes of discomfort. You have to have a hard conversation. You have to have a hard conversation with yourself. If you're in an abusive relationship, it's hard to break away because the change, the financial change, the environmental change, what will your family think, your parents, your friends, everything else, all these different things. That's why you want to become strong. You want to become bold. You want to be assertive, because the difference between strong men and men that never grow up, who don't accomplish anything, is the ability to have difficult conversations and tell yourself the truth and believe the truth no matter what. Which is why my reflection, my meditation, my contemplation when I have my cigar in the morning is so powerful. Because when I know I have to have that difficult conversation, when I know I have to fire someone, when I know I need to have a difficult conversation with myself because I'm lowering my standard, that's when I need to sit with my thoughts, be real, collect my thoughts, and move forward. But with all this being said, always trust your instinct, always trust your gut. And you say, well, my instinct, I don't have an instinct. Why don't I have it? You develop your instinct by doing hard things, by pushing yourself, by pursuing difficult tasks, by changing your environment. I was lucky when I was young, I grew up in a very abusive household. So I left home as a teenager, and I slept in my car, and I slept in the back of the karate school in the intro room I taught out of. I slept there. I would get a sleeping bag, I would roll it out every night, go to bed, wake up, then I would go about my day. I would mark it like a machine. It's full of piss and vinegar. It's full of vigor. Then I would go out, teach classes all night. I would train every day, hit the gym. I would run. I would do everything because I was building my life, because I knew I had to change my situation, because my gut told me if I were to do great things, if I were to help people, if I was going to be the best version of myself, I must push myself to do great things every damn day. And also with that, there was hardship, there was grief, there was tears, everything else. Especially realize when you have your family totally cut you off the way mine did. That's hard. But we thrive, we conquer, we overcome, because that's what you do when you're a man. A man is not necessarily physically strong. It helps to be physically strong, I think it does. But a man has the ability to take things at face value, know the truth, be capable of doing horrible things, but always choose to do the right thing no matter what. Tell the truth, even when it hurts, and always trust your gut. But, gentlemen, what situations helped you trust your gut? What situations made you become a man? What situations made you fall in love with cigars? What made you realize you needed something? You needed something to take care of yourself. And for me, that's a cigar. I need something to take care of myself. I love this puppy. So helpful to me. Anyway, gentlemen, I love you all. I am Chris. Hope you're in the greatest of your life. I know that I am. Make those tough calls. Make those bold moves. Make those difficult decisions. Smoke a cigar. Be a man. Love you all. And have the best day of your life. Right, guys? Adios, amigos.